Hi, my name is Mary, and I came to see Dr. Jowdy actually for my son initially 3 months ago. And he had had some severe health issues and got better so quickly and at such a fast rate that by the time he was well, then I ended up in the emergency room a couple weeks ago, hemorrhaging so severe that I had to have a blood transfusion. So I was very scared and, of course, consulted with Dr. Jowdy immediately, and it turned out that I had a huge 8.2 centimeter cyst on my left ovary, which they believe was the cause of the bleeding. I had had cysts and fibroids on and off over the years, but nothing to this magnitude. And of course, the medical doctors, as always, were suggesting taking everything out, a full hysterectomy, and I'm only 45 years old. So that terrified me enough to want to find some more answers. And I started treatment here three and a half days ago, and already the symptoms have decreased, the swelling has decreased, I sleep great at night, I'm not having any pain, and overall fatigue, worry, it's fading at such a quick rate. And I am truly grateful, very, very grateful to be in this facility and to be with such caring people that do whatever it takes to make sure that you're getting the answers, getting the skilled professional testing that you need to have done. Dr. Jowdy always shows me exactly what it is he's saying. He's not guessing. It's proven results again and again and again. And to be sitting here and leaving and feeling good after what I've been through in 2 weeks is a miracle. So a little bit about what had happened to me a little over 2 years ago. Myself and my family, we were in a head-on car accident, and my injury sustained was a broken sternum, broken foot, severe abdominal bruising, concussion, whiplash. And I was the only one that did not need surgery, and it was pretty much because I insisted on not having the surgery. But I'd always wondered over the past couple of years, had this done a little bit maybe more damage to the frontal cortex of the brain, or I never felt the same after that accident. So then, of course, having these health issues come up, being in the hospital with the hemorrhaging, discovering the cyst, I knew immediately to consult with Dr. Jowdy. He does the brain-based functional neurology here, and I knew that he would be able to find through the testing, through what he does, if there was some connection. And it seemed that there was indeed, that a lot of this did stem back from this car accident, which I had suspected, but sometimes it's hard to know for sure. So the nice and comforting thing is that he can do all the testing right here and show me exactly what areas and what pathways we're shutting down, and how his methods work effectively and quickly and painlessly. So shortly after the car accident, of course, I consulted with different chiropractors. I did some neurofeedback, acupuncture, aromatherapy, massage, any type of holistic treatment that I could find, diet, juicing, you name it. And, sometimes a little bit of the inflammation would go down, but it was never like a sealed type of a correction, so to say. So I think that what I found in Dr. Jowdy, as I had stated, that I had brought my son here because my son was definitely a lost cause. He was dying, he was going down the tubes, and I knew that this would probably be our last hope. And, in less than 3 months to see my son be restored to health, I, of course, when my symptoms came up, consulted with Dr. Jowdy immediately. And in 3.5 days, to have his brain-based neurology, the types of treatments that he does, his adjustments, everything together have worked. Whereas in 2 years, with all the other practitioners and therapists that I saw, didn't even put a dent in the corrections that I needed. And so that's the biggest change that I see, is that what Dr. Jowdy does is quick, it's fast, it's effective. The things that stood out to me the most about Dr. Jowdy and his office here is, number one, the professionalism, and what he says he's going to do, he does. The follow through is always there. The testing that he does is so complete and is so thorough. You would never ever get this from any medical facility, any other holistic facility. I've never seen anything like it. He backs up everything, and he has more than one way to back up what he's doing, and I think that's what makes him special. He cares. He has been my cheerleader for 3 months. I'm a single parent, and it was very difficult having a child that was sick and being sick myself, and coming somewhere and just knowing that you're hearing those words, that you can do it, you're going to get well, you're fine, you're healthy. That's what makes Dr. Jowdy in this facility different.